You're looking at a soft, fluffy pillow on your screen right now that acts like a silent machine aging you 10 years every single night. You probably think I'm crazy, but once you realize how this completely normal thing destroys your skin's collagen, you'll change your sleeping position tonight. But the pillow isn't the only culprit. Why is your daily spoonful of sugar literally caramelizing your cells from the inside out? Why did a famous twin study prove that a few simple mistakes made in your teens have doubled your biological age right now? And the biggest question, why are scientists like David Sinclair saying that aging isn't a natural law but rather a disease we can actually stop? All these answers are tied together in a way you wouldn't even imagine. You stand in front of the mirror. You notice new fine lines around your eyes. You sigh and think about how your parents also had sagging skin at a young age. You blame your genetics. You figure it's totally normal to feel tired just because you passed 30 or 40. After sitting at a desk working all day, you feel like your body just can't perform the way it used to. People really think aging is just, whatever your genetics dictate, that's just how it will be. But the real truth is, your genes aren't to blame at all. Your genetics just load the gun, but your daily lifestyle pulls the trigger. Looking at the research data will blow your mind. Everyone from the American Journal of Epidemiology to the labs at Harvard agree on one thing. Roughly 80% of the aging process depends on your epigenome. What exactly is the epigenome? Think of your DNA like an old compact disc or CD packed with music. And the epigenome is the CD player that actually plays those songs. Aging happens when your bad daily habits start scratching up that CD. Just like songs skip on a scratched CD, genes in your cells start turning on or off at the wrong times. But what are these scratches actually made of? First up is your sleep position. You might be sleeping 8 hours, but you're pressing your face hard into the pillow. When you were 20, those marks would fade by the morning. But once you pass 35, those lines stop fading. Dermatologists call them sleep wrinkles. You're paying a price for a pillow that's slowly aging your skin every single day.
But did you know the air around you is also aging you? Environmental pollutants like polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and volatile organic compounds go directly into your skin. You probably think you're safe because you stay out of the sun, but this invisible city smog and heavy metals are silently destroying your skin's collagen every day. Then comes sugar. Sugar doesn't just make you gain weight, it stiffens your skin from the inside. Yeah, you heard that right. In biology, this process is called glycation. Once sugar enters your blood, it directly attacks collagen proteins. As a result, your skin loses its firmness and starts sagging. The fast food industry and massive corporations intentionally add this extra sugar into our food. They know it's destroying our cells, but their profits are much more important to them than our youth. Honestly, I'm not sure this works the exact same way for everyone, but the science doesn't lie. The damage happens so slowly you don't even notice it. But did you know you're doing something even more terrifying right at this very moment? You are sitting down. You probably think sitting at a desk all day is necessary for your career. But is this modern corporate culture silently stealing your youth in exchange for your success? Is it your fault or the fault of a system forcing you to do it? Sitting for more than 6 hours straight speeds up your cellular aging like a rocket. Circulation slows down. Muscles become completely inactive. Every hour spent in that chair does damage your body can never fully undo. Combine that with the habit of mouth breathing.
Breathing through your nose filters the air and produces nitric oxide, which keeps your blood vessels healthy. Mouth breathing dries out your throat, ruins your sleep, and increases inflammation throughout your entire body. And when you add mental stress on top of all this, it acts like pure acid for your skin. You grab an iced coffee from your local bodega before running for the subway in the morning, thinking it will give you energy. Yet you have no idea that stress has cortisol hormones flooding your cells. Cortisol breaks down your collagen and shortens your telomeres. Telomeres are like the plastic caps at the very ends of your chromosomes, just like the plastic tips on your shoelaces. Every time a cell divides, those caps get slightly shorter, and when they get too short, the cell can't divide anymore. They turn into senescent or zombie cells. These zombie cells just sit in your tissue and age the healthy cells around them through inflammation. How bad can the situation really get? So the solution is super simple, right? You just sleep on your back, stop eating sugar, and rub expensive vitamin C or retinol on your face. Boom! You stay young forever. All the scratches on your CD will magically disappear. But without even knowing it, you might be destroying your skin's biggest shield, the skin microbiome. When you wash your face with harsh soaps and excess chemicals, it feels really clean, but you are actually washing away all the good bacteria on your skin. Without these bacteria, your skin becomes dry and rough very quickly. But is it really that simple? Wait a minute. If you think a few skincare products and a good night's sleep will solve everything, then you still haven't grasped the real mechanism behind aging. Because the real game is happening inside your mitochondria and deep within your past hidden habits. And this is where the science hits us the hardest. A long-term twin study published in the eLife journal shows that a few mistakes made during puberty heavily control your current age. For those who struggled with excess weight or habits like binge drinking in their teens, their epigenetic clock, or grim age, is running much faster. They are biologically several years older than their actual chronological age. So if you think this is simple, no, it's actually not simple. You can't stop this damage with skincare alone. The biggest damage happens when mental stress attacks your mitochondria. Mitochondria are the batteries or powerhouses of your cells. Chronic psychological stress causes these batteries to start leaking reactive oxygen species or free radicals. These physically tear your mitochondrial DNA apart because they lack protective histones. Defective mitochondria then just create even more oxidative stress. It is a terrifying vicious cycle. You can rub on 1,000 sunscreens from the outside, but this inflammaging is wearing you down from the inside. On top of that, you have ultraviolet radiation, which increases enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases. These enzymes literally chew up your collagen and elastin fibers. Now the question is, can this deep cellular damage actually be reversed? Yes, it can. You have to trick your body into turning on its survival systems. And the most powerful way to do this is fasting. When you skip a meal, your blood glucose and insulin levels drop. And that's when a group of genes called sirtuins wake up. They are your body's own personal security guards. Sirtuins repair your DNA and clear out the old trash inside your cells through a process called autophagy. At the same time, when amino acids drop during fasting, the body suppresses the mTOR pathway, which extends the lifespan of your cells even further. But these sirtuins need a specific fuel to work. It is called NAD. As we get older, our bodies lose this NAD, especially if we just keep eating all day long. That's why scientists are now talking about precursors like NMN, which help double the NAD levels in your blood. Also, wearing SPF 30 to 50 sunscreen every single day is completely mandatory to reduce collagen breakdown. So, can we erase these zombie cells and CD scratches forever? Aging is a continuous process, but remember, genetics only wrote the first line of your life's story. The responsibility of writing the rest of the book is yours. Your lifestyle, your diet, your mental stress, these are the pens. We use that CD player metaphor at the very beginning. Your DNA is the music CD, and your small daily good habits are the soft cloth that wipes away the scratches on the CD and helps the music play beautifully again. You are not a slave to your age. You can stop silent killers like sitting in a chair all day, taking on stress, or sleeping in the wrong position starting today. Science doesn't just cure diseases anymore. It's actually showing us ways to reverse our age. Knowledge is the biggest weapon here. The information that was trapped inside laboratories for so long is something you now know. Now you understand why your neighbor might be older than you but looks 10 years younger. You know now that it's not their magic genes, they are just using their epigenome correctly. Now you have the secret to spin the hands of this biological clock backward. But I want to know about your actual reality. Many people think daily mental stress or genetics ages us the most. Others say bad diets or laziness are our real enemies. So tell me the truth in the comments. What is leaving the biggest scratches on your CD? Eating too much sugar, relying on bodega coffee because you wake up exhausted, or sitting at a desk all day long? Share your thoughts. Let's see whose logic is the strongest.